Bhante Sarnapala, my noble friend, I don't know what is the word, he's my friend. Yeah. When we were a student in our monastery school also, we tried to do something. Mostly other than the school syllabus, because always those days, I don't know your experience, my experience, the school syllabus was so boring for me. It was look like something useless thing. So I wanted to do something extra thing. Bhante Sarnapala was a good companion for that. However, about Himalaya, geographically, it is very amazing, because the highest point of the earth, it is in Himalaya. Himalaya is not the highest mountain. Highest peak is in the Himalaya. But my another interesting about the Himalaya was the geographically. There is several rivers beginning from the Himalayan range. In south, the Sindhu river in Pakistan, and Ganga, the Ganges, but it is Ganga in India, and Irrawaddy in Malaysian Peninsula, Huangho in China. This water is spread half of earth, and this water makes fruits, grains. The farmers who live in along those rivers, they cultivate many foods and spread all over the world. Maybe the food every day you eat come from there. Yeah. So Himalaya is very important thing in the humankind. Not only the humankind, other beings also in the culture of the world. Same as well as this food for the body, there is another wave, that is spirituality. Invisible waves, invisible rivers. There is word in South Asian language, Amurtha in Sanskrit, Amurtha, in Pali Amartha. How can I translate this in English?
Immortality.
Sometimes immortality, yes, people has translated. How do you think it is? The alchemist? Alchemist, do you know that word? Alchemist? Yeah. There is a parallel word in concept. Not only the parallel word, it is the parallel concept. Before the Buddha, they said this, the Amartha or Amartha, the alchemist, this physical thing, chemistry or chemical thing. But Buddha said, it is the Dhamma. It is Dhamma. Yeah. So this spiritual wave, this is beginning always in Himalayan range. It was my interest about the Himalaya. According to our historical books, literature explain it as a forest, huge forest with animals and everything. But today we can't see like this way because some countries are in the Himalaya, as Nepal, Bhutan, they are totally already in Himalaya. The capital cities are there, airports also there, some industries also there. But some parts in Himalaya still we can see, and still the spirituality is developing there, arising there, developing there. So that was my interest in. I was not a traveler. I was not it was not a hiking. My travel was a pilgrimage. The place which I wanted to go, they were in the top of the mountains. So it was hiking. Those places were so far away, so I had to travel there. But my teacher, the most venerable Ananda Maitreya, he is the one who asked me to go to Himalaya. He gave a letter to me just before he passed away. Any day if you go to Himalaya, go to the Rishikesh and the Shivananda ashram and give this letter to them. Actually that was the only one, the guide with me. There was no even guidebook with me. But that was the beginning in the journey in the Himalayan range. Then I met many friends, noble friends, but I like to keep them as my teachers. Before I go to Himalaya, I had knowledge and practical experience about the meditation, especially the bhavana. We use that word bhavana. Today we translate it as Buddhist meditation. But in Himalaya, I had so many different experience with meditation within this English word meditation, we say. Different techniques, different teachers. Finally I understood this word, the meditation. Sorry for that, I have to say it. Useless word. Useless word. Because this word came from the different tradition, different philosophical base. Meditation is not that. Then the bhavana word. Then bhavana also, that Pali word, Buddhist word, I understood it is not the complete word. The meaning of this word is develop, culture. That is the meaning. Then what should we develop? What should be developed? What we have to develop? The word is just develop. That is, that we have to develop positive or wholesome thoughts, qualities in our life. Yeah, so We need to use that word completely, kusala bhavana. Yeah, this is in Pali. I don't know how say it is in English. We can say it's developing this skillfulness, positive thoughts, like that word we can use. Then, in Himalaya, there is, even though there is different traditions, the Buddhist meditation practitioners are there. There is another word people use, that Hindu practitioners, but mostly the Hindu yogis people use that word. My understanding is this word, all of those words are with some misunderstanding. Yeah. But there was nice word, dhyan. Dhyan means spiritual development. The bhavana also is spiritual development. Yoga, that is my favorite word. It is not just a hatha yoga, the physical exercise. Finally, in Himalaya, I understood this meditation teachings or meditation techniques means the experience of human beings. This human experience. The people who had those experiences, they have taught it as meditation techniques. That the thing has happened. So there is no controversial things among the meditation techniques. I met so many yoga teachers, the hatha yoga teachers. After they train their students, they ask from their students or to their students, now it is, you are complete here in this practice, please go Buddhist meditation center and practice Buddhist meditation. That is the next step. Same way, some Buddhist meditation teachers I have met, they said, we welcome you to the meditation center. It is good if you come to meditate here, but it is better if you go to yoga center and practice it first. If you do it, it is easy to practice this one also. There is no competition. They have well understand what they are doing. That is the important thing I understood in Himalayan range, how they practice. But the most important thing I learned from my teachers, my friends in Himalaya. Because one of a great yogi, he was more than 100 years old. He lived in very, very remote area in Sikkim in India. It is one of the states in India, Sikkim. To go to that area, there is no any vehicles, just a jeep. Once a week they go there. That is the one and only modern transportation service there. Then the teacher lived we had to walk another 2 days from the village, or the last point of the vehicle, which place they go. Fortunately, this Mahaguru, his name was, he was Buddhist, Mahaguruji, his name. Fortunately, he spoke Hindi. He always spoke Hindi and English together. We call it Mahaguruji's language. Sometimes the Sanskrit words. He gave nice advice to me. Not only physical Himalaya, there is a spiritual Himalaya. Try to travel there. It is in your mind. Yeah? It is in your mind. That was the nice advice I got. He said there's a nice water streams are there. Sometimes you will find some gems there. So try to travel there. Actually, with this experience, they were very simple ideas, but all of them was so deep and practical and very big energy for me to develop and practice my spirituality. Then finally, I understood there is so many formal, traditional meditation techniques, but there is a meditation technique we can name as natural meditation. What is the natural meditation? As human beings, by the birth, everybody, we all have our own meditation technique in our life without learn from anyone. My understanding, so all of the human beings, because I am not going to use that word, all of the beings, because still my understanding is not enough about the other beings to say it. But as a human being, I can say, all of the human beings are meditators. All of the human beings are meditators. Everyone have their own meditation technique, natural meditation technique. You also do. Because you are also included these human beings. It is very easy to explain. I will explain to you. Then you can understand it. You have angry feelings. Yeah, angry feelings. You have desire, cravings. But even though there is anger, desire or craving, you are not react to this in that way. You have your own management for that. If you search in the internet how to manage anger, you can get thousands articles, videos and so many things, anger management. Yes, when we listen, when we read those teachings or articles, we can get some idea. But when we get angry, we manage our anger in our own way. Maybe that articles would be helpful, but we manage it by our own way. It comes naturally. And our loving kindness Bhante has written a book about the kindness. You see, kindful, kindful, right? Book. This kindness does not need to teach. It's naturally come from inside. We have to develop, we have some techniques to develop or increase our kindness. It's natural, it has come naturally. So I like to say the natural meditation. Mostly the people who live in this part of world think this meditation has import from the Asian countries, Asian monasteries. Yeah. No. We have import some traditions, experience, but everywhere in the world, the human beings, they have their own natural meditation techniques. What we have to do? First of all, we have to understand that. Own meditation techniques. After that, we can understand this is not enough. Then we can discuss, we can read, we can listen to the other people who have the good experience about meditation. Then it will be helpful to us to develop our own meditation. That's the thing, in Himalayan experience, finally I learned that. What is that? I have my own meditation technique. I need to develop it. I listened to so many teachers, not only one day, many days. I listen, and I ask so many questions again and again. But now I practice my own way, but all of the teachings are very, very helpful for me to develop my meditation practice. Finally, I understood that it's not only the spiritual teachers teaching, some other teachings also in the world, especially biographies, autobiographies. I can learn so many meditation techniques and meditation from their autobiographies. Sometimes they are actress, sports, in the sports field, some artist, not need to be the spiritual teachers or spiritual characters, because all of the human experience are very important to understand human life, spirituality, and it is very helpful to develop our spirituality.